Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Prime Deion Sanders, you won't believe this. He's been under fire, one might add, ever since, he pretty much took this job here at Colorado. Now you got a lot of coaches, the reports that it came out just recently it's almost disgusting. It's getting sad. You know, Ladies and gentlemen, college football analysts believe Deion Sanders will never win a national championship. This is crazy. You know, we got to get into it, man. College football analyst Kyle Golick of Mike Farrell Sports included Colorado head coach Deion Sanders as one of 5 current coaches who he believes will never win a national championship. You can either view opinions like this with anger or, whatever way you want to take it. So I mean, it's a very tough situation. But what I will tell you is a lot of people believe that Coach Prime Deion Sanders is destined for much of nothing here at Colorado. You won't believe it. As much as the greatness that you see on the field, as much as you see everything that he's doing, people still believe that it's going to amount to nothing. This is just getting downright sad. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more Coach Prime news, updates, and more. This is crazy. I want to read some of these reports. It says, this man who put out one of these statements, he says, my first thought was that this conversation is happening too early. Sanders has yet to coach his first game in Colorado, although Golick does suggest that there's a championship or bust mentality forming around the Buffs. And I think that's why everybody's intimidated, because Coach Prime Deion Sanders is putting, the championship just to be the very best at the top. Whether they get there or not, excellence is the goal. They're not coming here to be, to half-ass it. They coming here to really do it. You see it from Coach Prime Deion Sanders, already initially, like I said, just hit the ground rolling, just revamped everything. So I think people are intimidated. Coach Prime, he's stealing people, recruits. Well, he ain't really stealing them, but, people who were comfortable in their spots, now they got to work a little harder, because now you got Coach Prime, and he's not trying to get them, he's trying to get them somewhere where people may want to go, believe it or not. Jackson State, he did pull guys, who was going to go to bigger schools and come to him, but I think in Colorado, it will happen at a much frequent rate, and it is obviously set off an alarm for some of these teams that's all out here. That's got to keep it all the way 100. This is crazy. In Sanders' own words, the Buffaloes are being viewed as a team that should win now or in the near future. It would be great if this comes true, but it would be remiss to ignore CU's recent history. The Buffs were historically bad last season, finishing 1-11, while being outscored by 25 points in each of their first 4 games. As Golick notes, over 50 players left this offseason, but as painful as it is to hear, this teardown needed to happen. Oh my goodness. I love what he said right there. So clearly he paid homage. Why would you want to bring back remnants of a team that won 1-11? I mean, no. Coach Prime Deion Sanders was not hired for that, to continue the status quo. He was hired to shake it up, and you clearly see it happening. Will Coach Prime approach work? No one has any idea. Colorado is still in a better position now that it has been in since the 1990s, and at the very least, Sanders can make Michael Malone's approach of proving doubters wrong. It has worked for the Denver Nuggets, but can it work for CU? It's going to be crazy. Bringing it back to the field, when he was at Jackson State, Sanders enjoyed major individual talent advantage of having a former 5-star athlete, Travis Hunter, and his son, Shador, a former four-star quarterback that was the difference maker in the SWAT contest where Jackson State went undefeated the previous 2 seasons. When the individual talent couldn't take aid Sanders, he got exposed in the 2 Celebration Bowls. Sanders led Jackson State. He lost them both. Now Sanders has a Power 5 job, and this is in a conference this year with Southern Cal and UCLA, and then adding programs with Utah, Washington, Oregon State that have bona fide marquee coaches that are in either program builders or can recruit and develop talent. So this is the reports and statements from the ESPN analyst, who put this out. Pardon me, I'm not sure if he's with ESPN, but he's an analyst, and I want to say college football, a lot of analysts believe that he ain't gonna do nothing. We heard it from everyone. Was it Feinbaum, if I'm not mistaken? Everybody, even just on day-to-day, just outside of just talking. I mean, I hear it a lot. Just, man, Coach, what do you think he's gonna do? I remember when Coach Prime first got the Colorado job, people were saying he won't get nobody from the East Coast. I guess he's gonna be trying to pull everybody from out west. Ain't nobody from the East Coast coming all the way to no Colorado. As soon as he got there, he proved that was a lie. He getting recruits from all everywhere. All directions. So don't limit Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. There's no limit to the things that he can accomplish, the things that he can do. So I think everybody just need to just be calm, take it easy, pump the brakes, and let Coach Prime work his magic. It's a different time, it's a different era. Things are different, and with change, everybody not ready for change. A lot of people like the status quo. You coming in to shake up the joint, what you doing? You messing up the way things were flowing before you got here. Now it's expectations. People need to win. Jobs on the line. People could be getting relocated. We don't know. But we do know that Coach Prime Deion Sanders wants to win at all costs. So, I mean, there's nothing else really to say, man. You just got to get the job done, prove everybody wrong. And Coach Prime Deion Sanders wants to do it this season. Like he said, he ain't got a lot of time, and he was bringing his luggage with him. And you see he about to start unpacking the luggage that he claimed he brought. Louis Vuitton, you heard it. This Flight Sports TV, man. Homage will be paid. Salute to Coach Prime Deion Sanders.